Pastor Cantu, one of the commissioners. I'm Doug Landry, board chairman. Pastor Cantu is our commissioner, and I'm going to have him come up and say a prayer for us.
If you will, bow your heads with me. Lord, today again we want to thank you for all of your wonderful blessings and benefits, for the love and kindness that you continue to show towards us as we've come today to commemorate and to memorialize Brother Ciampo. We thank you for the family and the friends and all of the fellow workers who come to share in this moment. We ask now that you will continue to bless and comfort and give us strength. Our prayer is in Jesus' name. Amen.
Just to let those of you that are the vitamin D bunnies in the back, if y'all want, there are some seats up here. But if you don't, hey, I got it. We're good. I wanted to make a couple of comments about Dave. It never failed. I'm not much of going to Parkdale Mall. Stephanie's laughing, but it never failed. Every time I would show up, there's Stephanie and Dave is saying, "Are you buying tonight?" "No, Dave, I'm not." So I always tell him maybe next time, but that's one of my fond memories of Dave was running into them at the mall. It never failed. Every time. But anyways, hard to believe it's been a year. Time has flown by. I know the family is, where did time go? Well, look back at the calendar. But to digress a little bit, when I first started as commissioner for the Housing Authority, Dave was there. And I used to pick on him. I'd walk in the building before we ever started the meeting. I'd always ask him, "Okay, are the zeros right?" And he'd say, "Even the ones on the Virgin Islands." Okay, Dave. For those of you that are laughing, you understand Dave's sense of humor. He knew music as well, and that kind of played with me as well. I'm a big music fan. But Dave was a great man. He is truly missed. He was a true asset, and just unfortunate that he's gone. But we're here today for a special day for him. And I was mentioning to Robert this a little bit earlier. Every time I come for a board meeting, I'm gonna walk by and, "Hey, Dave." But anyway, we'll go ahead and proceed on to present the ceremony.
Try to keep this brief. I know it's getting kind of cool out there, but today we want to gather to remember Dave. He was our friend and our co-worker. Dave was never a person to seek any kind of personal acclaim. He was one that just simply did his job to the very best of his ability and stayed quietly in the background. In fact, I'm sure if he was here today and he saw the fuss we're doing about him, he would be vehemently opposed, saying we can use that money for something else. That's the kind of man Dave was. We believe, however, that when a person does so much for so many and asks for so little in return, that man should be recognized and honored. God knows there are fewer and fewer people around with that kind of integrity, work ethic, or sense of commitment. We need to hold him up as a role model for others to try to emulate. So today, we plant a tree and we place a memorial plaque commemorating Dave Ciampo. Christina, Stephanie, Andy, we hope that you know how much Dave was loved, honored, respected, and missed by all of us. Before the unveiling, though, I'd like to read what the plaque says. It's in your program, and you can follow along. It reads, David M. Ciampo Memorial Tree, August 14, 1945, December 3rd, 2014. David M. Ciampo served as the comptroller of the Beaumont Housing Authority from 2000 to 2014. A native of New Jersey and an Army veteran who served honorably as a first lieutenant in Vietnam. Dave had over 40 years of professional experience in the field of accounting. He began work with the Beaumont Housing Authority the same day the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development took the housing authority under receivership. His tireless, meticulous work was a critical component to seeing the successful return of the agency to local control. Over the course of Dave's 14-year career at BHA, he managed in excess of $2.2 billion, which included the highly successful 2006 Hope 6 Revitalization Plan. In addition to maintaining accurate and timely accounting records, Dave had a passion for finding viable methods of bringing affordable housing to Beaumont. Dave will be remembered as a gentleman, a kind spirit, sharp-witted, and one who kept everyone laughing with his dry sense of humor. We plant this tree in his honor with appreciation for his service and what he meant to BHA, as well as the Beaumont community. Dedicated on December 3rd, 2015, by the Beaumont Housing Authority, HAB Housing Software Solutions, and Quadco Management Solutions. I believe Felicity has some remarks that she's going to make on behalf of HAB, who could not attend today. Felicity.
Good afternoon. Bear with me, please. This is from Mike Geron of HAB Software. From the colder northern land of Wisconsin, greetings and warm wishes from your software team here at HAB Inc. Hopefully your ceremony today is a few degrees warmer than it is in La Crosse. I also wish I could be there today honoring Dave Ciampo's memory in person. Several HAB staff, including myself, have many interactions with Dave, and we have never quibbled. I'm sorry. We were never quite equipped for how to respond to his dry sense of humor. In person and phone conversations with Dave, online always brought a few laughs and personal challenge to one-up the level of sarcasm. There is a moment of silence where your brain hears the words, but the heart refuses to hear. No training seminar or college class prepares you for the death of a colleague. There is no manual for moving your organization through the grieving process. But it's a good thing today. It's a good thing you do today, planting a tree in Dave's honor and celebrating his memory with this gathering. For those of you who knew Dave well, you will always walk by that tree and always remember something about Dave. And I know there will be lots of smiles and reliving of memories. Celebrate the good, remember the laughs. We share your grief and memories of Dave. Our prayers and thoughts are with all of you there in Beaumont today. On a personal note, my first time meeting Dave, I thought he was a goofball. He was the kindest boss I've ever had. Always made me laugh every day. Not a day went by that we didn't joke around. He would sing every morning some kind of Motown song. And it was never on key. So I would have to guess what song he was singing that day. He would put me and Paula through some things too. When he would disappear and everybody would come by our offices, ask us, where's Dave? So we would invent the game, where's Dave? Nobody knew where he was, so we would have to tell him he must tell one of us where he's going. So we knew where he was. I miss Dave very much. Not a day goes by that I don't think about him. He was a good boss. and a friend. To the family, I don't know how y'all feel right now, but for me, every day he's in my thoughts and my prayers. Thank you.
Before we go any further, can we get Paula and Dan to come up and help with the unveiling of the plaque? Here, Paula, you want to hold that? Very good. Dear Paula. I don't have a copy of the agenda, but do we have any other persons that want to make any comments before we adjourn and get inside where it's a little bit warmer? If not, thank you all very, very much for coming. We should recognize some of the people who are here. We've got Linda Morvan. Where are you, Linda? TML. We've got Quadco staff here. Who else am I missing? I'm sorry if I miss you. I'm sorry, but let's get inside and visit for a little while. We've got refreshments in there, and please join us. Thank you very much.